Okay, so here we have an Excel, so that holds some three sheets here: Google, Facebook, and Intel. So similar to a company name, I have kept it, and that holds some values of the employees like name, ID, and location. And these are some employee details. Okay, Tom, Jerry, Eva, Quillen, and here you can see there are some values. So normally for reading this values from the Excel, right, we use some kind of libraries like Apache Poi, and we will read this values. So now let's try to see with an normal function. Okay, so I have created a simple method here called demo excel, and here you can see these values I have assigned in this method. Okay, so see, till now we have seen an example with the integer data type, right? So I am giving an string array here, and that has three dimensions. So I am giving three square brackets here, open and close. Okay, and here as well you can assign the values like this. You can put the length, but it is hard to assign the values, all the values with the indexes, right? So I have directly initialized in the brackets, flower brackets. Okay, and here you can see this is the column 0, 1, and 2 of the first sheet. Okay, so this whole thing, right? So till this it holds the values of the first sheet, which is nothing but Google. Okay, and this whole thing, right, it holds the values of the Facebook, and here this whole thing till this one it holds the values of the Intel. Okay, so now this is the third dimension. Okay, and here we have three index: 0, 1, and 2. Okay, so this will be in the zeroth index, this will be in the first index, and this will be in the second index now. Okay, and those indexes values, it will be available separately, so that we have assigned it here. Okay, so here you can see this one is for the row 0. All right, so this is the row 0, row 1, and row 2, and row 3. Okay, and here you can see for this row 0, right, column 0, 1, and 2 are there. So this is the column 0, 1, and 2. Okay, so with the if you see with an Excel, it will be easier to understand. Okay, and row 1, so this is the row 1, right, and you have values, column values, Tom, this one, tower 1, and here you can see, and in the row 2 you have Jerry. So in row 2 you have Jerry, ID, and tower 2, and row 3 you have Evaculine, ID, and tower 3, and the same thing is available here. So when it comes here, it will complete for the first sheet. Okay, and here it will come for the same similar kind of indexes will be stored for the second sheet, that is nothing but Facebook. Got it? So here you can see Kale, ID, and tower 1 Kennedy. So the same details are getting stored here, and this is for the third sheet. Okay, so this is how you represent an three-dimensional array. Okay, so here you can see the brackets that you need to specify it properly and assign the values properly inside that one. Okay. Okay, now let us create the for loop here. So since it is a three dimension, right, we have to create three for loops. The first one is for the sheet, how much length it is that we have to take. The second one is for the row, so how much length of the row for that sheet that we need to take. And the third for loop is for the column. For that row, how many columns are there. Okay, so similar way, here I have shown, right, first it will go to the sheet, and the second one how much rows, and third one how many columns. So we have to loop through the iterate through that indexes. Okay, so first let us create for sheet. So how you will create sheet index? You need to create initialize a variable with 0, and if sheet index is less than, what is that, excel values, right, object excel values dot length. All right, so and you have to increment it by 1. So this is for the sheet, and next you need to do it for the row. For this sheet, how many rows are available, so that needs to be looped, and row index is less than excel values, and for the sheet you need to take, right, so take the index of that sheet here. Okay, and dot length. So how we did for two dimensional, similar way, but it has multiple for loops, so it might be somewhat confusing, but it is very easier when you start working on it. So column index equal to 0, and column index is less than the excel values object, you need to specify, and here for that sheet, for that row, how many columns, that length you need to take, right. So first specify the sheet index here, and then specify the row index, and now you have to give the length so that you will get the column length of that sheet row, and that column you will get it. Okay, say for example, if you want this column size, then you have to traverse through the sheet row 0 and what is the column length we need to take it. Okay, and based on this indexes, you will get the column length. Now for that you need to pass sheet index and row index both. Okay, and now you have to increment the column index by 1. Got it? So now let us print this one. We'll print something like value of the excel is okay, and concatenate and use the object excel and call the indexes one by one. Index row, next one is row index, right? Row index, next one is column index. All right. Okay, so now this print statement will print all the values based on the index. Okay, so first sheet index, first index should be 0, right? It will pass it as 0 and it will come here, and the row index, it will also be 0 and it will come here, and you will get the zeroth of 0 index. What is that? This length you will get it, okay, here in the columns, and that will be 3. Length will be 3, and this will be 0th index, first index and second index, correct? So here it will print sheet index 0, row index also 0, column index also 0. What is that value? Name. Okay, next it will check sheet index 0, row index 0, column index 1. It will print this id. Okay, and next sheet index 0, row index 0, column index 2, that is location. So this loop it will complete and it will go here to the row index and it will get incremented here, and now the column length it will take from here. Okay, and here what will happen? Sheet index 0, row index 1, column index 0, so it will display tom, and similarly it will come, it will loop this column index till 2 and it will display this value. Okay, and again it will come to this row index, and what is the row index now? It will get incremented to 2, right? And here 0 2 0, so what is that? Jerry. And 0 2 1, this id 0 2 2, that is tower 2, and again it will come to the row index, it will take this value, it will print it. Once this row index it's done, then it will go to the sheet, and sheet value get incremented by 1 and it will then come here and it will print all the value in the similar way. Okay, so multiple for loops, you have to be clear and you have to specify it. Okay, so then it will create it properly. Okay, so yeah, let's take this one, then only we'll clearly understand whether it is printing properly. And now let me run this file here. Okay, okay, we need to save it. Oh, all right, we didn't call this method here. Okay, in main method I need to call it. So let me call and I will run it again. And you can see it will display all these values one by one. See here, name, ID, location. Okay, so let us take this next line, and then if you try to print it, it will go in this way, right? Okay, so I will somewhat put it in a proper way. Okay, so now you can see here I have added some print statements in the code, and here you can see somewhat it displays in a good manner right now. So you can see all the values. This is for the values from the Google. Okay, and this is from the sheet Facebook, and this is from the sheet Intel. Okay, so this is how you will use a three-dimensional array, and you will get some situations to use these things. Okay, and I have given an example with an Excel now. Okay, so just try to use this for loops properly. So if it is three-dimensional, you want to store a data in a three-dimensional, then you have to use three for loops. Okay, and specify the indexes properly. The first thing you can give directly as dot length, so it will take the so inside this one, okay, how many objects are there? Like we have three indexes. Okay, sorry, yeah, and 0 1 and 2, so the length will be 3 here for the sheet. Okay, and it will come here for each sheet index, what is the row length. So from here it will take. Okay, so how many are there? Four things are there, so this will be four now. Okay, and here it will come for each row. How many columns are there? We have three, so the length will be three here. Okay, and you are using the indexes properly. If it goes more four dimension means then you have to add one more indexes. Okay, so like that it will keep on going, so you will have n number of dimensions in an array. You can use it, so that is called as a multi-dimensional array. And we use normally Apache Poi for fetching these values from the Excel sheets. Okay, so similar thing you can do it with an you can directly fetch it from the XLS file itself. Okay, all right, guys. So in this example, we have initialized the value manually, right? And we are just iterating through each dimensions, and we are getting the value of the column. Okay, so we have initialized it. Now, what we'll do in this method, right? Using the Apache Poi library. So I have downloaded the jar and I have set it in the class path. In simple representation, I will tell you, it will go through each sheet and it will get the values from this Excel file, and it will store it in a three-dimensional array. Okay, see here this array, right? Data, this one only I have created as a three-dimensional array, and all this below codes I'm just getting the XLS file, that is this one, and using the Apache Py library I'm getting the objects of that workbook sheet and row count, everything I am looping it, and here I am setting the each column value, right? I am setting it here. Okay, so that's it, similar to this one. So here name is set to column 0, like this I'm setting it to a three-dimensional array. Okay, so don't bother about this codes, this we will see it later, but just for a representation how we get in a real time. Okay, from an XLS file I'm getting it and storing it to a three-dimensional array. And here you can see after this loops, right? All this value will get stored inside this data array. Okay, and now from here you can take it, say for example if I run this program. Okay, so this all will get printed. Okay, that's fine. See here Google, and all the values of that Google is getting printed, so those are from this loops. Okay, and this data, you can see I got the specific value Ronaldo. From where it is coming? So I have passed the sheet indices as index as 2, so that is 0 1 and 2, right? So from Intel, this row index is 2, so 0, so this is 0 1 and 2. So from this row column is 0, so which is the zeroth column? This one, this is zeroth column. Okay, so it got the Ronaldo here. Okay, so this is how you can store and get it. Okay, in real time this is how we will do it. So don't get confused with this code, this we will see it later when I am explaining about the XLS reader tutorial. But for now this is how you will get the values from the sheet, and you can store it inside a three-dimensional or two-dimensional array. Okay, say for example if you want to get this Christian. Okay, so what you have to do, this is the second indices, right? Sheet is correct, second sheet, and here row is 0 1 2, third row you have to give. Okay, so if you change here as 3, and it comes in the zeroth column only. Okay, this is in zeroth column, right? 0, this is 1, and this is 2, location is 2. And now if I run this program, you can see it will give the value as Christian, and that we are getting from the three-dimensional array which we have created. Okay, if you want to get the value of this Kennedy, then what you need to do, change the sheet index as 1, since Facebook is at first index, and row index is 0 1 2, right? So this should be 2, and column is 0, correct? And here you need to change it to 2. Now if you run this one, you will get the value as Kennedy here. Okay, can you see here? You got the value as Kennedy. So this is how you will do it in real time. Directly we got the values from the XLS, and we are storing it to an three-dimensional array, and we can access that values using the index. Okay. All right, so that's it with the array explanation, and I think you guys are clear with these single dimensional, how we need to access and initialize the variables, what are the types, and how we can iterate through it using for loop and enhance for loop, and two dimensional, how we need to assign the values, and how we can iterate that using normal for loop and enhance for loop. And I have given an example using the excel sheet for the three dimensional array, and similar to that you can use n dimensions if you want, and based on that you need to iterate and use the for loops. Okay, so that's it with the array concept, and thanks for watching my video.